One viewer. God, we lost everybody. Fuck. God, these tires are fucked. Oh, gas. What? Might have a keeper for this taxi, actually. What a pain in the ass. So it was the builders. And what happened was, so whoever said it was the builders was correct. What happened was, the cables for my internet are so flaky that them brushing against them, they didn't cut anything. Them literally brushing against a cable caused it to fucking break. How dumb is that? And then they just have to tape it back up.
Excuse me, sir, but it's time to goose. PFlax just resubbed for 129 months.
Thank you.
Flax Rajacho.
Thank you very much. Wait, what's in here? You know, you could actually set up a base here. By knocking out this ladder, you could have a rope ladder, and you could live in here and have this for storage if you wanted. What I want to know is, what is all this back here? I think that's a shooting range, if I remember rightly. So yeah, the internet went down. Apologies for that. The builders are good lads. I told them which cables to cut and which not. Because, you know, we've got all kinds of old fucking cables around the side of the house that were like phone cables and shit. So I was like, they need to replace some brickwork, and I was like, yeah, they're just old dead phone cables, like, don't worry about it. Lovely. chance we can transfer over our ship? But yeah, so we just need to jiggle it, retape it. All good now, hopefully. But I'm gonna get Virgin Media out to fix it because it's like the state of the cables is shocking. You're blaming the cables. I think it's this way. Let me just check. Yeah, this looks familiar. Damn, we were on a roll there. Had a good number of viewers. Everything was going well. Of course, the fucking historical Virgin Media failures. Does your guy eventually just pass out from lack of sleep? Mondays, I'm in the house basically by myself. I hate it. That's where we're clearing next. I don't think that it would actually be possible for society to collapse in the face of slow-moving zombies. I really don't. Especially not the you got bitten, now you're a zombie. I mean, for one thing, a bunch of soldiers with guns shooting zombies. They're not taking any kind of cover. They're slow. You can just take your time. Even the weight of people against a barrier. How long would it take? Slow moving, not working together, no tools, human beings to break down a 10-foot wall of HESCO barriers. I mean, the idea is that they'd die in such numbers that they'd start to stack up. And I understand that. I do get that. But equally, if they're getting that close, grenades, napalm, machine guns, they're just slowly moving towards you. I really don't think that it would be scary. And also, if, as soon as you get bitten, you turn, it's much easier to contain. That was the thing about 28 Days Later, is that if they're slow moving and the containment takes 10 seconds before you turn, it's like, well, anyone that presents themselves as like, help, I need rescuing, you're like, alright, just stand there for a minute, and if you turn into a zombie, we're going to shoot you. You don't turn into a zombie, take them back, have a look at them. Yeah, you seem fine, no bites. Keep an eye on you, stay in here for a week, quarantine for a week with all the other people that have been picked up. No sign of anything. Alright, you're free to go. You don't just put everyone in one massive camp. It's all compartmentalized. You could do it. We could do it. All the militaries of the world combining, shut down immediately. Military just patrolling. No one can land it. No ports, no airports, nothing. I'm not saying it wouldn't suck. I'm not saying there wouldn't be problems with food and things like that. But in terms of zombies taking over, nah. Right, tomorrow we transfer. Did I accidentally set you running again? Yeah, I mean, if you could just randomly become a zombie, yeah, that would be a problem, but jeez. Yeah, no, I understand that. Like, airborne, we're fucked. Completely fucked. Any kind of airborne virus like that, very hard to contain. I mean, look at COVID. It's, you know, the amount of time it took people to figure out. Certain countries will find it easier than others, obviously. Like America would find it very easy to cope. So many guns, such a huge military. Right, you're gonna have to put up with tedious flax sorting of inventory again, I'm afraid. I do love it so. Alright, we don't need any more guns. Never thought I'd say that. But I actually don't think that we need any more guns. They call them zombies, we call them Republican voters. Some of the best voters. I love people who are obsessed with brains. What if he became a zombie and just stayed talking the same? Make brains available again. That's what we want. Get the brains. We want to eat the brains. Just a couple of delicious brains. Do you know how many 38 special rounds this is? I mean, we've got these ammo boxes, but I just, I don't know. I should use them. I just don't. See, the ammo box says 7. That's terrible. Can't even hold all of those shotgun shells. I mean, what's the point in ammo box? They're dog. I mean, these ammo box. Shell bandolier doesn't hold shells though, because I've got one. I've got bullet bandolier. All it does is reduces reload time, right? And you can keep like a couple of rounds on it. Keep a reasonable number of 45 actually. It's not too bad. Huh, I didn't realize it could hold that many. That's pretty impressive actually. 133 rounds. That's pretty good. Now then. He's all sad. $762 by 51. Didn't find a crate of that, unfortunately. That's pretty spicy. That is a lot of rounds of ammo. for the FN FAL, which is a hell of a weapon. 11 magazines. Plus a shitload of 645 ACP. Okay. I'm going to test a theory here. Oh, fucking hell. Hello, chickies. Do you reckon you can freeze eggs in this game?
Nations is open immediate dialogue following rising tensions along the border of two Eastern European nations.
No, I don't freeze eggs.
Diplomatic for exchange as negotiations continue behind closed doors.
Sorry to hear that, Barry.
A new proposal aimed at expanding public transportation access has been introduced in Poland. Supporters believe it could ease traffic and reduce emissions, while opponents have raised concerns over long-term costs. A vote is expected later this week. Federal agencies are investigating a data breach affecting a major healthcare provider, with over 2 million patient records potentially exposed. Officials say the breach appears to have originated from a third-party contractor and are urging affected individuals to monitor their accounts for suspicious activity. The government has declared a state of emergency in several coastal areas ahead of its...
How is this not cheering my guy up?
Heavy rainfall and rising tides are prompting evacuations in low-lying neighborhoods.
Well, cheer up, mate, 'cause tomorrow we're going to go and kill 1 billion zombies. Probably need to eat some more food. My guy is losing weight. Vegetable ramen and egg stir fry. Sounds charming. You're welcome. Happy to keep anybody company. Yeah, you can't have a wank. I mean, I think generally you get post-nut ennui anyway, right? So maybe they're thinking, like, probably for the best you don't. Hold on. Guess what they had to borrow? I challenge you to guess what the builders said to me. Bit of a weird request. Can we borrow a... Not a hammer. These are some excellent guesses. None of them are correct. No. Box of nails is a good one. Very on meta for the stream. Think of me and something you would not ask me to lend you. Comb is close, hairbrush is close. You're in the right ballpark. Hairdryer, Chainsaw Rick. Chainsaw Rick has it. You know what? I'm going to treat myself to the 1957 issue of Hotties. Oh, fuck yeah. That zip was him. Yeah. Reading my Hotties magazine. This is, in my opinion, the closest you get to him having a tug. He was not taking the piss. What happened was, the brick that they're having to replace, this isn't for the wall, this is for like the shed that they're replacing. The old shed was just a piece of crap wooden thing. It was not even a shed, it's more of a lean-to between the side wall and the house. There was like a little crappy roof that they'd stuck some doors and everything. It was really badly made. The drain for it wasn't even properly run in, and when they built it, it was sloping away from the fucking drain at the front of the house. There's like a drain pipe. Where you got a drain pipe at the front of your house? Drain pipe right there with a drain. Whoever put in this old lean-to just thought, we'll run it that way. So the water was just running down the wall for years. And because it was behind the shed door, the back shed door is almost always open, behind it, there's this trail of moss, like a little ecosystem, just living off the water that's soaked into these bricks over the years. And so it's all getting replaced, but so that brick was wet. So the bricks that they're replacing all this stuff with, cover them because of the rain to stay dry. Even with that, they got wet. And when you put the mortar in, some of the water leaks into the mortar. The water in the brick leaks into the mortar and it just sort of goes runny. So you've got to put it in place, hair dryer it to get some of that initial surface moisture out, and then you're okay. It was my fucking wall in the end. Because the council were like, oh, get this. I don't know if any of you work for the council. Fucking get this, right? When the accident happened, I called the council straight away because I thought it might have been their wall. I said, look, there's a wall here. I think it might be yours. It's got a council sign on it saying no fly tipping or whatever. You might want to get out here and put like a barrier around it because this could fall on someone. Like, this is public safety. We'll be right there. Guys, come around within a few hours, to be fair to them. Put up these big barriers. I can't remember what they call them. It's like shaped like a kind of like that. And then there's big feet at the bottom. There's see-through kind of mesh. Not mesh, it's like a metal fence. Put a ring of those up. Bloke was like, let us know when it's all done, we'll come pick them up. It's like, great. Now I'm getting in touch with this lad at the council. He's like, oh yeah, you're gonna have to pay for those fences, you know. I was like, I'm not paying for the fences. I said, well, you'll have to pay for them and claim it back from the person's insurance company. I was like, I'm not doing that. I'm not going to do it. Said, if you want to deal with that, first of all, you didn't tell me that you were going to charge me for them when you put them down. It was a public safety issue. It wasn't anything else. Second of all, I'm not fucking paying for them and then claiming it back. If you want someone to have to do that work, you get in touch with the insurance company and you claim the cost back from them. I'm not doing a fucking thing. They just don't want to do anything. You know what I mean? Fucking council, mate. The council is so shit. It lists damage for the machete as, look at the damage it says this machete does. Why does the machete do max damage? Are you serious, Mitchie? Fucking hell. Look, I am all for council tax, paying for local things. I think it's important that you have local government in addition to national government. That goes without saying. It makes real sense to me that the people in charge of your neighborhood and the area around you actually have some fucking idea about that neighborhood. I mean, that just makes sense, right? To me, anyway. So I think my lad just wearing this bag all the time made him quite sad. Even though it doesn't mention anything about discomfort. Discomfort. See, it doesn't have any discomfort rating for wearing a backpack, but it does seem to make him sad. Do you know what I found really shocking? My mum recently, her uncle died, and he left her a little bit of money. Not much, but a little bit of money. And she was able to, she said to me, I was finally able to pay off my mortgage. I was like, you bought that house in the mid-80s. How did you only pay off a mortgage after 40 years? Because it would have been a tiny mortgage back in those days as well. So, she was on this thing called God, what was it called? It was a kind of mortgage where you paid into a fund. You didn't actually pay down the mortgage. You paid the interest, and then you were paying into a fund every month. And the idea was that that fund would grow with the stock market, and then at the end of the mortgage period, the money that you'd been investing has grown enough for you to be able to pay off the mortgage in one lump sum. But if at the end of that time you can't pay off the mortgage, you then get put on this kind of rate thing where they charge you money. It's not interest only. Interest only is different. Endowment, yes, Flashheart, an endowment mortgage. So the idea is at the end of your 20, 25-year mortgage, the money that you've invested has become this big payout. And hey, guess what? You might also have more money left over. So it's like a savings thing that also pays off your mortgage. Isn't this fantastic? I don't know if they do them anymore. Clearly missold. Because she still had an awful lot of money to pay off on this mortgage. So my question is, either she fucking remortgaged like multiple times, which wouldn't surprise me because my mum's terrible with money, or there was just no chance of this thing ever paying off, and she's been paying for 35, 40 years and then still owed the money at the end. Now, I'm pretty sure that there would be compensation due for something like that, because you got compensation for shit like being missold a pension, right? You got shit like being missold insurance on a credit card. So I'd be very surprised if there wasn't some kind of compensation for endowment mortgages. At the very least, I just want them to acknowledge that what they did was wrong. But right, there are some things I don't think we do need to carry all the time. A mortar and pestle, for example. Legacy of a scandal. Yeah, fantastic. That's quite cool. Little rifle flashlight. Was there an update? Yeah, there was an update. Build 42 is the current update. I think they added it. They expanded the map and stuff like that. That's all right. And I thought you were just sick of asking. I've asked 50 times and Flax hasn't answered me once. Yeah, so there has been an update. Yeah, I've got a mod. I'll show you the mods I've got running. Loads and loads of cars. Loads and loads and loads of cars because I love cars in this game. As you can see, absolutely loads of cars. And then armored vests, Moodle descriptions, expanded utilities, whatever that is, something that other things need, become desensitized, which means that you will eventually get used to killing zombies. The unofficial fix, whatever that is, better towing, common sense early patch, which is like this little thing that adds things like being able to cook with all the stuff around you. And I do have, it is in here somewhere. Shitload of guns. I don't know where it is. Firearms B42. And reload all magazines, which is a handy one. Reload all magazines is a godsend. Because all you do is you go here, you right click on foul magazines, and you select insert rounds in all FN foul magazines, and he will do that. Which is great. How many rounds for my trusty old Winchester? Where is the trusty old Winchester? There it is. That thing's an absolute fucking beaut. 357. Unfortunately, I don't think we've got a lot of 357. Seven boxes of rounds. That's not bad actually, because there's 50 in a box. It's not like rifle rounds. And that thing. All right, yeah. All right, I'm gonna go get the hairdryer. I'll be back. Oh. See, this is the fucking problem. Someone else's mistake. And I would never ever be like, I'm not angry with my my neighbor at all. Things happen, you know, it's just one of those things, but I'm telling you. Something goes wrong. Something simple. This needs fixing, that needs fixing. How is my encumbrance? Oh, what has raised my encumbrance up then? There we go. And you think, oh, my insurance will take care of it, no problem. And that's true. But the person who's essentially been wronged, for want of a better way of putting it, does now have to deal with all this shit. You know what I mean? This is now my fucking problem. Let's go try out this foul. Like, I'm the one having to deal with the builders, getting the quotes, dealing with the council. Essentially, my neighbour had an accident. The insurance company has paid me for the damage, but now I have to do absolutely everything else. You just think, fucking hell. Which, I mean, luckily, we know these builders. Like, they're really good. They did some work for us before. Lovely lads from the area. Top marks. They'll turn up every day. The only thing that holds them back is the weather, and like, they're just on time. They do a really good job. They've done me loads of deals. It's like, look, this is broken, we're not going to charge you full price for it, we'll do it for half price because blah blah blah. I was like, great. I mean, they're just really nice guys, right? But fuck me, it's just more work that I didn't want. It's been going on for weeks. Obviously they stopped over Christmas, but we just got like our gardens full of all the stuff that would normally be in the shed. Oh, it's just a pain in the ass. Wow, what's down that road? That was all barricaded up. Risky driving? This ain't risky driving. I'll show you risky driving. That's risky driving. Oh wait, do we want to go this way? I actually think I wanted to go further on. Yeah, we want to keep going. Sorry, zombies, false alarm. One thing I did find was an M60 magazine, like a box magazine for an M60. Which makes me think that there's all kinds of cool military weapons out there that I just haven't come across yet. Such as the M60. There might be like M14s out there. Saw an AKM, haven't seen an AK-47. I did see an AK-47 one time. A lot of zombies. Drink my milk. I am well aware of how to do reverse donuts, believe me. That's what I've been doing almost non-stop in this game. But now we have some pretty cool guns. Man, this guy's tough. Come on, come on, come on! Annotated map! Louisville? Fuck that. I know how to use Generators magazine. Right, I don't know how bad it is in terms of zombie population in this area, but I've been near here before, and the military apartments seem to be horrifyingly full of zombies, so we'll find out. fucking door. I swear to God, it's all I do all day. I don't know how bad this gets. Okay. Well, let's do one magazine of full auto. Alright, that's not worth it, although that was fun. Alright, we're out of FM file. Which means we're down to the old pistole. It's a process, it's a process, it's a process. Sneaky boy there. Looks like regular people. Where's the army types? Beaten T-Pain with what? Oh, really? Well, we had loads more earlier. I'm sure he just started. I wonder if he's aware that I'm something of a rapper myself, actually. You judge it all in the frame of what would T-Pain's views look like. That makes sense. Let's have a little look inside this house. Park the getaway car here. That's going to bring all the boys to the yard. Oh, fuck. We need some more firepower. Just want to see what we're up against. Whether it might be worth doing the molly strat. Seems pretty quiet in this bit. see any boarded up houses. There might be some basements, but they tend not to be basements on the bungalows. Burnt out house. It's forestry, I think. Ranger. See, what's this over here? Holy hell! Oh, fuck. Could be a police station. Ooh, something interesting over there. What's that? Oh my god, we've rolled the car. It's okay, it's self-righting. Big fuel tanker, military trailer. That's the school. That's a school, actually. God, this is a lot of zombies. Holy crap. Holy crap. Well, we're gonna need bombs for this job. Fucking hell. Oh, nuts. Oh, shit. It'll be deep wounds need stitches? Well, not in a position to do that right now. Unless, oh, I think I actually did bring my suture with me. There we go. I didn't know if I'd brought a suture needle with me, but I had. Because I'm paranoid like that. Shit, am I going the right way? Where's the road markings if we are going the right way? Ah, shit. A little bit of an accident. Coming through the barriers, I thought the barriers were completely see-through because you can just drive through the down bit. So I thought the whole thing might have been see-through and just fucking smashed straight into a lamppost at about 30 miles an hour. Caught my arm on some glass, quite unpleasant. That tow car's nice. Would like to try and get that. And that trailer. Another petrol station at this end of town? Okay. Didn't know that. That's a nice Jeep. Now, is box of white wine... just a shitload of wine bottles? Because if so, we've just made... Oh, yes. That's so many Molotovs. So, I don't want you to think less of me. This character's only been alive for about 8 days. Yeah. Other guy was alive for 2 weeks. I died. My car got stuck on a bugged zombie. And because I was driving a Mini, I was on the right-hand side. I'd smashed that window so I could get into the car. Not realized it was a right-hand drive. Was driving the car. Got stuck on this zombie. Got one shot through the window. So I was like, fuck that. Like, I was fine. When my guy was dead, the car was like spinning on the spot and going in circles, and it was just bugged. So I was like, I'm not losing this playthrough to a bug. So I started again. On the same server with all of this set up. Didn't want to leave the chickens, didn't want to leave the cows, didn't want to leave the pigs. Just couldn't stand the idea of it. Yes, the custom cars definitely have more bugs, but groovy. Right, well, sadly, that's all the FN foul ammo that we had. We don't have any more, so we just used all of that. Which is a shame, because that was a fucking good gun. But we have other guns. We have the Winchester Model 1894, which is an absolute belter of a gun. Got a lot of shotgun ammo too. Anyway, I will be back either later or tomorrow, probably both. Sorry for all the fucking interruptions today. We had 10 doorbell answers. Internet went down for like half an hour. Had various things I had to attend to. I do apologize. Mrs. F will be here tomorrow, so she can handle a little bit of that, because she's not mega busy all day long. She's got a bit more time. But I hope you can join me later. Until then, cheers for watching. Take it easy, and peace out.